Hello there, YouTube. Today we're doing something different. So besides narrow gauge modeling, I do a bit of standard gauge modeling. But yeah, I guess to start off, this is the Turtle Creek Central. Some of you who read Mall Router may recognize the name. It's basically like a build your own layout article. Basically, it tells you step by step how to build it. It's small, but it's a work in progress, I guess. But anyway, so today I will be doing a video review on the Broadway Limited Plymouth diesel. It's a very nice locomotive. I got it at a hobby store just yesterday for about, actually exactly $142. Normally you get it for about $149 on the website. So, but yeah, so that being said, we'll get to it. Alright, so when you get it, you're gonna get in this nice, well, you get it in this box anyway. Rather difficult to open. You basically just pull on one of these flaps, and you have to, don't be afraid to pull really hard, because that's really the only way you're gonna get it open, unless you're willing to cut it. But yeah, so let's see here. I need to refresh my memory, even though I just opened it last night. Oh, pull on this. Boom. There we go. Okay, so basically opens up at the flaps like so. Ignore that. Ignore the noise. And you basically it sits in the box like this. Open it up in half like that. And that's pretty much it for that. So you got details, explode parts diagram. You also got some other parts, such as, I'm honestly not sure what this is. And then you also get these. These are for the wheels. These are spare traction bands. So just a reminder, there's going to be a bit of background noise, so if you could please just ignore that. I got two younger brothers, not that much younger than me, but yeah, and there's gonna be some noise now and then. I'm in the basement, so anyway. So moving on to the locomotive. This is one of many different colors and styles. You can actually get them labeled. This is just the one that I picked out at the hobby shop. There's a fairly wide selection. It comes DCC ready. And just a reminder, in case I haven't already said it, this is HO scale. You got metal Katy couplers. Oh, I lost a spring on that already. God dang it. But yeah, as you can see, very, very nice detail on the locomotive. That's the headlight right there. There's another one in the back right there. Yeah, very nice details. You can see there's a guy in there, which is always neat. And straight out of the box, it runs really well, very smoothly, quietly. Just a great switcher. I have to say though, trip pins, make sure that they're all bent up fairly high, because they will hit this pilot. And I mean, I have problems already with some of my cars not being able to couple to this. But that can just be fixed by bending your trip pins, which are these, for those of you who don't know, these little things on the bottom of the couplers. Basically, you just bend those up so that it passes over it. So, let's see. Three-axle diesel. Got some nice detail there on the underside. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for the locomotive. Word of warning, they do have problems going over Atlas track crossovers, such as this over here, like that, because my dad was saying it has something to do with the wheelbases. There isn't really a fix for that, but I don't know, maybe, I mean, in the forward direction, sometimes I get to, like, power through, and that's not at, like, full throttle. It does go through. It's not, you don't have to make it go that fast in order to get it to power through. So anyway, now we'll move on to the operation. Okay, so straight out of the box, for those of you who don't know, whenever you get a DCC locomotive, the default factory address for the locomotive on the DCC controller is 03. Or it's always, as far as I know. Yeah, so straight out of the box, this thing is very smooth. The thing will literally crawl. And it makes somewhat zero noise. Very, very nice. You can also get up to high speeds too if you need to. Of course, then you will hear a bit of motor noise. Sorry, it's out of view right now. This is in full throttle. And it doesn't have, and when you get it straight from the factory, it doesn't have momentum on, so that's, in this case, it was a plus, because then the tracks are here. So, yeah. Okay, so before we do the strength test, or before I show you how strong it is, or give you an example anyway, just want to let you know that our layout is not level at all. There we go. Yeah, it's very off. So this is uphill, and these are some fairly heavy cars. Or I'll be putting on some more when I do the final tests in just a sec. Yeah, so just wanted to let you know about that real quick. Okay, moving on to the strength test. Well, not exactly accurate. I don't have any of those fancy measuring tools that you basically use to measure how much pulling strength it has. But yeah, so these are all fairly heavy freight cars. They all have metal wheels. So, and this is up, and this layout isn't level, so this thing's going uphill. It's gonna be going uphill. So yeah, as you can see, it does pretty good. It's not weak, that's for sure. Sorry if I'm not exactly looking at the locomotive with the camera sometimes, but this is pretty difficult to do. But yeah, so it's fairly strong. I think on maybe level ground, it could probably haul about I would say about 8 or so freight cars, maybe. That's just a guess, though. Okay, so alright, so now moving on. As you can see, I've added in another freight car here. All metal wheels, just like the others. This thing actually doesn't roll as smoothly as these other ones, so. Does fine at first. and as it starts to get up the grade. And this is where, once all the cars are like on the grade, this is where it starts to spin out. Yeah, so that's the strength of it, or to give you an idea of it. Alright, so overall opinion, I think this is a great locomotive. Definitely very cute. That's why I picked it out. Runs great, and it's great, especially if you have a small switching layout or module, or if you have a yard that you can use it in, a small yard that you can use it in, just moving a few freight cars around. So, and it takes curves pretty well, tight ones. And I do want to say though, this it doesn't take dirt. Excuse the noise. It doesn't take dirty track that well. I mean, I cleaned my track yesterday, but I didn't. I probably could have done a better job. And it's been having a few small problems, like jerking a bit. But other than that, it's really a very good locomotive. If you're new to DCC, this would be a great starter locomotive. Maybe new to mall railroading too. Also, I forgot to mention this locomotive is DC as well. All you have to do is just place it on DC track, and it will it'll work. So that's it for this video. Have a nice day.